Greetings. We are back. The Love and Luck podcast show. Thank you for waking me up this morning. We're here to get at this with some new game, another day, another location. And we're going to talk about it, man. I was recently looking at the news today, yesterday, and all day yesterday, they was talking about how they captured the boy Keefe D. They finally trying to put a close to this Tupac case. And I've been following that for many moons, for many years, but it was weird to me from just looking at it from the beginning when it first happened. You know what I'm saying? Because usually, you know, people from the streets, when you get caught up in the car riding around with cats that done just committed a murder, usually all us going to jail.
For sure.
It ain't just one person in the car. They snatch everybody in the car.
Right.
Now, they've been investigating this thing for 27 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And there's been millions and millions and millions of videos of them talking about it all the way up to date.
Right.
And they just now catching the boy up. I mean, what you think about something like that? The 27-year investigation.
Yeah, man, I would say when it comes to that, as far as, you know, him getting arrested after 27 years.
27.
Yeah.
It's 20-something years.
Yeah,
That happened in 96?
Yeah, it's been a long time. But, you know, my thing is...
23, almost 24?
Yeah, my thing is like, you know, what significant evidence did they get to finally actually say, okay, we're going to arrest him
That's
now?
what I don't know. That's what I want to know.
Right. And then on top of that, you know, I believe that Orlando did it. You know, I truly do believe that he did it. And then on top of that, Orlando ended up dead, you know. So, but, you know, you always have accessories, you know, to the fact, especially, well, you don't always have accessories, but, you know, being the fact that, you know, he was, you know, Orlando was actually, you know, them was gangsters. That's one thing I know. Them cats was gangsters for sure. They from Compton. I was familiar with them myself. Like I said, you know, my ex, her and her peoples is from there, so I already know how they get down. You know, I've witnessed it personally. You know, so man, you know, why would they arrest him after all these years? Shoot, maybe they feel like they have some significant evidence to where they actually, you know,
they say
had the right to arrest him.
They say they went up in the house, but I just don't. I'm trying to figure what kind of evidence you holding.
Right.
For 20-something years.
For sure.
And Tupac, now I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Tupac was number one on my list.
For sure.
On my rap list is Tupac.
Right.
Number 2, E40.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? That I can go down my favorite 5, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? We talking about Pac right now. Now Pac.
Right.
Only thing I was disappointed with Pac was when he made that transition of trying to be a gangster.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I was highly disappointed.
He should have stayed in that lane what he was in, the Black Power thing.
Man, you know that was beautiful.
And he did, you know what I'm saying? I guess making, you know, people wake up, see that this shit is real.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And you chose to ride with the B-Dogs or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you want to say. But, I mean, that's what happens.
Yeah, for sure.
In this game.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? You definitely go get some get back, bro, from that stuff that went on in the MGM behind that chain or whatever. You know what I'm saying? As far as I see it, they should have got you up out of there ASAP. Soon as they seen or laid eyes on Orlando, they should have got Pac out of there.
For sure.
And if they was gonna really have some issues going on, they should have had them young boys deal with that.
Right.
Suge and Pac had no business being in there.
Oh man, for sure. You know, but one thing I know is when it comes to that, I know that Suge, for one, he thought he was a god. You know, that was evident. Suge was bullying cats, making them do, you know, all kind of weird stuff. You know, he had cats shook. So, you know, they probably thought wasn't nothing gonna happen. But the thing is, you know, anybody can catch a bullet and everybody bleeds.
Well, I knew Suge
You feel me?
personally.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Suge,
for sure.
If anybody know Suge Knight, everybody know in Vegas, the
Right.
OGs, should I say.
Right.
Suge used to be security at the Moulin Rouge.
For sure, for sure.
This is back in the day,
Yeah.
before he started Death Row.
Okay.
And he was roommates with my boy Big Said.
Okay.
Because they played football at UNLV.
For sure, for sure.
Now, Suge, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. He was a down-to-earth cat.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, everybody had bullies, shit.
Yeah.
If you grew up in the hood,
Right, for sure, for sure.
you ain't had no bullies?
Oh man, I know I got into it with a couple of bullies in my neighborhood because I wasn't about to be the nigga to get bullied.
Right.
For sure.
I remember, my boy Chuck Potter, that's how Chuck the one gave me my heart.
Right, yeah.
Because I was tired. I was like, oh, no, it's not happening.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, but I was like, that thing was like,
Yeah.
oh, no, man,
Yeah.
I can't have none of this.
For sure.
Not with me. But anyway, Suge was cool, man. I used to
Right.
bump into Suge, and he was just a regular guy. He'd talk shit and
Yeah, yeah.
move around. I remember my nephew, he was calling them cuz and everything. He was
Right.
like, well, Suge used to just look at him and laugh.
Yeah, for sure.
And keep on doing what he did, buy drinks and shit. He'd
Right.
hang up with crazy ones, all that.
Most definitely.
Yeah, he was down to earth, man. I don't know what everybody was scared of him about.
Man, I mean, shit,
He
he
human
was
like everybody else.
Oh yeah, for sure. But the thing is for one, he was a bully, and then you put. They say Suge was either worth $1 billion or damn near worth $1 billion.
Yeah. You
So
put that
being-
money, yeah.
so you put-
Brains
yeah.
power.
Correct. So being that, and they say, Biggie couldn't even move the way he had to move, is he had to link up with other cats, from the south side of Compton, and they was Crips,
Well, that's what it
Orlando
is.
and them.
That's what it is
Right.
on this side of the map.
For sure. And Biggie and Puffy, that's what they had to do. And we already know that, when it boiled down to LA, man, LA is a treacherous place. There's been so many rappers that has been killed in LA, more than any other place in the United States. So shit, as far as Sugar is concerned, man, yeah, he was definitely a bully, but you put that much money
in the
behind
car,
a
you
bully,
put
and
money
then,
in your pocket,
Yeah.
you put that
yeah, and
put that muscle behind you.
for sure.
That's how the average story is, though.
Right.
You gotta figure, like, all these dudes that's in the game now,
Yeah.
they all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, we know cats weren't built like that.
Right.
And all of a sudden, when the money comes, now
Yeah.
you got this detail. You got a bunch of goons now. You got a bunch of security and all that type of shit.
Right.
I done seen them even let's say a Drake. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Look at Drake. Drake all of a sudden, you got a bunch of goons and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
And we know Drake from
Yeah.
the Grassy, whatever that TV program was.
For sure.
He was a straight square bear.
Most definitely.
Now you see Drake,
Yeah.
you got that money.
Yeah, for sure.
So now if you disrespecting Drake, now you got all these goons
For
talking
sure.
crazy and
Right.
like even like Puffy and them, you know what I'm saying? Even though Puff was with the bullshit, I think, in his earlier days, but like when it came to this type of shit,
Right.
you fucking with these gangsters these niggas on the West Coast was some real motherfucking gangsters, man.
Right.
Them niggas, I'm talking about been like that for many moons. This wasn't no overnight thing.
For sure.
Like I done seen, like we talk about New York, you know what I'm saying? I remember in New York, man, them cats used to laugh at gangbangers.
Yeah.
No, they did,
For
for real.
sure.
Even they used to be like, man, you dying over a color, son?
Right.
You mean to tell me I can't wear this right here, B?
Right.
I used to be like, oh man, you can't wear that, bro.
For sure.
They laughed at it.
Yeah.
And now, many years later, look what's going on over
sure.
there. And they was about money.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Straight money.
Most definitely. They had crews and shit back
Yeah,
then.
they had dope boy crews.
Yeah,
Just
for
like
sure.
what Detroit had gangs, but they was all dope boy crews too.
Right.
I called my cousin back in the D.
Yeah.
He like, yeah, it's Bloods and Crips out here. I said, in Detroit?
Yeah.
And young dude on my Instagram, he said, nigga, where you been?
I thought they was like folks and GDs and all that.
Man,
out there.
them niggas, dude, I seen a dude on there rapping and shit, so he was
Okay.
yelling this blood stuff, and I was like, man, this nigga yelling blood in Detroit.
Right.
So I'm like, what the fuck? So I made a comment. I was like, hey, man, this Bloods in Detroit.
Right.
And he responded back, yeah, nigga, where you been? I'm like, nigga, I'm from Detroit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from Detroit, but I was raised out here.
Right.
But back then, there was no fucking Bloods and Crips.
Yeah, I thought they was on the folks in GD side.
Man, them niggas was like gang banging. They
Yeah.
got fucking gangs. I don't know how
Yeah.
serious it is,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
it's weird to me.
Most
You know what I'm saying? So just like the Pac thing, it was weird. Like, Pac, how the fuck you start banging, man?
Man.
You had the most positive messages. Even he had
Man,
that
he
hard,
did.
and he had that hard shit too.
Right, for
He
sure.
had that hard shit. He should have stuck to that shit and stuck with the messages, man. But when he started gang banging and getting into like Keefe said, if it weren't for Puffy and them, he said they would have never even been beefing with Pac and them.
Right.
You know, I ain't trying to spill no beans or nothing, but it's out there. It's all on TV.
For sure.
And they was like, yeah, Puffy and them was supposed to pay them niggas some bread, you know what I'm saying, to keep these niggas off of them. But you know what I'm saying? I'm predicting in the future something might go down with Puffy and this shit.
For sure. That's what it sounds like. You know, ultimately, at least he definitely gonna be questioned about it. From my point of view, man, you know, I think the coldest verse I ever heard at that point in time is when Biggie said, "Bad boys move is silence and violence." Ooh, that was my shit right there. Cause Pac, he kept running his mouth. He kept talking about all the things he was gonna do and so on and so forth. You know, but to me, you know, that's always been the way to move.
But one thing about Pac, even though he had a big ass mouth, man, dude stood on that.
Yeah, I ain't saying
he ain't like the rest of these rappers. I seen, man, that I can really give that dude his props.
For sure.
Whatever he said, he meant that. Well, he stood on it.
Right, but we got to understand that, you know, there's repercussions, there's consequences and repercussions behind everything you do.
That. Yeah, he understood that.
Right. But the thing is if you're moving in a way to where, or you got beef with somebody, that's like, you know, you was just talking about these young cats, you know, and how they rapping, and what they doing is they gang banging on social media.
Right,
you know,
record and shit.
And then, you know, you also talked about Drake. You know, I know Drake is up under, what's old boy name from Houston? Jay Prince. I got mad respect for him. And the reason why I got respect for him is they say Jay Prince, if you got a problem with him, he ain't gonna keep running his mouth. He gonna come to you, he gonna send some goons to your front door and say, do you got a problem? You know what I mean? That's what I hear about it.
I mean, I hear certain things.
For sure.
I mean, he had the thing going on with your boy Wack 100. You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of a different movement. Yeah. So I don't know, man. Yeah. So I respect Jay Prince too, though. But yeah.
Oh, man, but see, my thing is this here, man.
Either you're gangster or you're not.
Right.
That's all I can say on that part as that goes.
For sure. Well, when it boiled down to that type of thing, man, I think that if you in the streets, you have to learn, you have to know that if I'm running my mouth or I do something, you know, and you know what I mean, I gotta not just, you know, the thing is, you know, like Jeezy said, you know, whatever you do, just don't get caught.
Oh,
you know what I mean? That's the key to everything.
Rule number one.
Right, for sure. So if you sitting there running your mouth and talking about all the things you're gonna do, you know, at some point in time, it's gonna catch up to you. So keep your mouth shut. You know, so I mean, you know, I was a big fan of Pac as well, man. But to me, you know what I mean, Jeezy is the coldest rapper. I was, you know, because he talk about the shit that I done been through and the shit that I can relate to. So, you know, I can truly resonate with, you know, a nigga moving around and, you know, hustling and you know, hustling from state to state and selling dope and different things like that, because I've lived it. You know,
Jeezy number 4 on my list.
For sure. You know, so
he lived his life, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. So
I love Jeezy.
Oh man, for sure. So I mean, when it boils down to it, man, you know, like you said, to me, Pac should have stayed in that lane of what he had going on. To me, to be honest, once once he started following Suge Knight and that gangster shit, I felt like, to be honest, I felt like he was a follower.
I ain't gonna.
Yeah, I know this is a rough subject for a lot of, that's how I feel. Cause
I can't say that. Only reason I'm gonna say he had to get behind Suge because Suge the one that got him out of prison.
Yeah.
So when he got out of prison, he had to get up under that umbrella.
For sure.
But he could have stayed neutral.
Correct.
Instead of either going with the Snoop side or Suge Knight and them side.
Right,
he
right.
should have stayed smack dab in the middle.
You say the Snoop side.
Yeah, because Snoop and them with the blue team and
Right.
Suge and them with the red
But they
team.
were still together due to
they was all together,
but
he still could have, you know what I'm saying? He could
right.
say if he was, I'm going to just speak hypothetically on this.
Mm-hmm.
If he chose to be on ride with Snoop and them, so therefore he been riding with Snoop and them more than being with under.
He could have stayed with he should have stayed with Digital Underground and did his thing.
Yeah, that wasn't his lane.
I mean, well, not digital, but he could have. Yeah, right. He was fucking with him.
My boy used to fuck with Shock. Rest in peace, Shock G and all that.
Right.
My boy Strong, them, he was real tight with us, Shock G and all that. But yeah, that just wasn't Pac lane, man.
Right.
That was some. I ain't trying to disrespect them like that. I liked the Digital Underground, but he wasn't all that wearing costumes and all that.
Right. For sure.
That nigga was really a real motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. He ain't finna be wearing no costumes and noses and all that shit.
For sure.
This nigga talking some real shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that he had to step away from that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So he had to, he could have, like he had Thug Life.
Right.
He should have stayed with the Thug Life thing. You know what I'm saying? He
sure.
had Big Psych and all them, you know what I'm saying? Them Outlaws and all them cats. He could have stayed with them, but I don't know. I don't think they was, it had to been a money situation, I believe. But, because he was getting robbed for a lot of money. I don't even think Pac was getting the money that he was supposed to be getting.
Right.
Even when he got with Death Row. He was getting robbed over there too. So Pac has been getting robbed, I think, his whole career. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't self-sufficient. He was signed to a label.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, one thing, my thing is
to himself.
He was a very intelligent cat, man.
Yes, sir.
He was on a lot of that revolutionary shit and things of having knowledge as far as self and as far as black people are concerned, and what his rights was and different things like that, because look who he was raised by. So
Black Panthers.
Correct. So being that, man, he should have stayed in that lane and made his own lane because he had the power to do so. You know what I mean? I understand that, he was a gangster in his own right.
And
he was a gangster in his own right, man. He didn't have to go to no blood and crip and shit.
Exactly. That was my point. He had to choose nothing, man.
He was a gangster in his own right, man. He held his own. You know what I mean? He got into it with the police. Oh, and
shooting undercovers, all kind of shit.
So I'm not saying that Pac wasn't a gangster.
Real one. Yeah.
I'm not saying he wasn't a gangster. He wasn't a real one. But I don't know if it was the money, whatever the case. Like you said, I don't know if it was the money or what. But he had the power to uplift the people and stay in his own lane by doing that, because that's what he was doing. But then he decided, to start following Suge with that bully shit. You know what I mean? And that shit was soon to fail. You can't go around,
that shit come to an end.
Yeah. That shit was gonna be short-lived anyways. You know what I mean? You gotta know how to maneuver and move in some kind of way. What the fate that Suge was destined for was actually, that's the fate that he was destined for. It's surprisingly Suge is not dead itself. Because after a while, I remember back in the day, man, growing up in the hood, there were certain families that you knew that you didn't fuck with. But now everybody got a gun. You know what I mean? Everybody want to be a gangster. Everybody want to be tough. You feel me? And I've always said that the sneakiest cat always win. Pac got taken off guard. You know what I mean? He got caught off guard, and when he got caught off guard, he got killed. That's why I'm a cat that move around and a lot and so on and so forth, because I always understood in life that's a rule. I ain't never running around trying to be tough to the point to where I don't think that a nigga can't peel my cap back. You know what I mean?
Oh, you can't.
You know, I gotta understand that if a cat sneak up on me, and even if I got my gun on my hip, oh man, it's a wrap. Then they're gonna be like, oh, he got caught. He had the gun on his hip, but old boy walked up on him and he couldn't get it out.
He was slipping like a transmission.
Yeah, for sure. You know what they call it, lacking.
Lacking. Yeah, you weren't paying attention, man.
So
for me, that's how I float around extra quiet.
oh man, got to.
I was just telling somebody the other day. I said, shit, ask my homies after they seen me.
Yeah.
Zero visibility.
For sure.
You know what I'm talking about? Zero visibility.
Most definitely.
Only time they see me is right there.
Most definitely.
You're going to see me on the Love and Luck podcast.
Yeah, no doubt.
Or if I happen to pop up in the north somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
to make my visits.
Right. And that's where it's at.
To who I mess with. To whom I fuck with, my real loved ones.
No doubt.
Anyway, yeah, man, you know, Pac, yeah, you supposed to move around way more better than that, but he was, you know, plus he was in Vegas, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You get caught slipping in Vegas, boy, it's easy to catch a superstar out here slipping.
For sure.
They all go to the same club.
Same spots.
All the same spots right now today. Even in Cali, they do the, you know, Cali and Vegas, you know, it's pretty much the same shit.
Same shit. You know, so, yeah, man, you know, and back then, you know, you said people, you know, all the cats moved around. Everybody was going to the same, you know, back then, everybody was going to the same club.
662.
Everybody, you know, move around in the same places. And like I said, you know, anytime, and then when you're a celebrity, all somebody got to do is catch you at you know, after your concert and shoot your shit up. You know what I mean? You know, it's really that simple. So the thing is, man, you know, cats, you know, when you live in that kind of life, you have to be more mindful of, you know, what the consequences is and what can happen, you know, because, you know, me, myself, even though, yeah, man, I ain't running from nothing, but at the same time, I'm gonna make sure that I don't put myself in the, I'm not gonna make myself an open target. That's what I ain't gonna do. No. You know, because I like living. You know, and if I got a problem, and if I got a problem with somebody, you know, I'm the type of cat, I'm gonna try to get at them before they get at me, and guarantee you they don't move like me. So I'm gonna make sure that, you know what I mean, you know, and a cat like I was talking about Jay Prince, how I send a nigga to your door. You know what I mean? You know, but yeah, Pac was way smarter than that, man. Way smarter than that.
I ain't gonna lie, Pac, when he died, man, it blew me out the water, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Same here.
He felt like a brother to me, like somebody I actually knew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can tell.
We seen him time to time. I seen him in the Mirage.
Right.
Cool ass nigga.
Yeah, You can tell that.
Matter of fact, was he with Suge Knight now? He might have. I think he just got with them. He was walking through there like a regular nigga.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he talked to you like a regular nigga. He was like, you know what I'm saying, man? You know, I'm just trying to do my shit. Yeah, he's straight, that nigga's an outspoken nigga.
Right.
He'll tell you, hey, I can't do nothing for y'all right now, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my shit together right now.
Right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe after I blow up, get my shit together, you know, if I'm back around these parts.
Yeah,
you know, I might do something.
For sure.
But, you know, the niggas out here was trying to get, you know, niggas in Vegas been trying to get on forever.
Yeah.
They ain't doing shit. But yeah,
right.
Niggas been trying to get on forever.
No
but
doubt.
Niggas out here for self. But anyway.
Right, for sure.
But that nigga was a real nigga, man. I remember when he got killed, because I had just got out of jail. I was fresh out the county. And he had got killed. And we was kind of funking in the streets real tough. Mm-hmm. The streets was funking real hard in 95, 96. I'm talking about, it was vicious out there.
Right.
And when they said that it was a white Cadillac, they was like, yeah, a white Cadillac pulled up and hit the boy Pac. And I remember in Northtown, everybody was thinking it was the white streets.
Yeah.
We was dying laughing though. I was like, man, white streets, they go Tupac, nigga.
Right.
Everybody, this Vegas, baby.
Yeah,
we all love some Pac.
Right, for sure.
I don't give a damn what gang it was. They were gonna spare him.
For sure.
They would have spared that boy Pac for sure.
Most definitely.
Because that boy was a love nigga out here. You know, I'm talking about from everywhere, because
Oh, yeah.
you couldn't go nowhere in our city and nobody wasn't banging Tupac.
For sure. Oh yeah, that All Eyes on Me, man. That hit hard. You know.
Jeezy, all them
That
niggas
hit.
weren't even here
Nah.
yet.
But that, you know, that All Eyes on Me hit hard. I was, I mean, I was on that. But shoot, I was messing with cats back then, like Dub C. You know,
Yeah,
I was deep in the hood. You know what I mean? So I was messing with like Dub C, you know, Snoop. You know, of course, I mean, I was messing with Pop, but you know, Dub C, I was playing him hard back. That was my favorite rapper back then.
Yo, Dub?
Yeah. You know, but I had that kind of mentality. That was
I fuck with Dub.
yeah, that was my mentality, you know what I mean? The Gangster Heisman and all that old type of shit.
I was like the Dub C.
Yeah.
At that particular time, I was banging Pac, E40, Too Short, Snoop Dogg. What that boy? It was a dude that Ice Cube had bought out. Short Chops.
Yeah,
Remember
I was
Short
fucking with
Chops?
that. Yep.
Dr. Dre.
Right.
You know he was banging that Dr.
Oh
Dre.
yeah, no doubt,
Dr. Dre, I forgot.
No doubt.
My bad. Dr. Dre was I was banging a lot of Dr. Dre.
For sure.
Man, DJ Quick.
Oh man, for sure. Oh yeah, Quick was probably my second favorite rapper back then.
MC8.
For sure.
Compton's Most Wanted.
Oh man, 8.
I was banging so much shit back in them days,
I was fucking with 8.
It don't even make no sense.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, as far as the cat, Keefe D, man, you know, they arrested him as far as all that, and it's been this long, and they did documentaries, they did so it's like
so much.
I don't know, man. That's just weird to me.
For what I hear he had immunity in California. That's what I'm hearing.
Where they arrest him at?
He got arrested in Vegas. See, that's a whole nother situation.
Hey, that's crazy, man. Vegas always do that when niggas come out here for some reason.
But shit, what took so long?
I don't know, yeah, man.
Tupac was a big ass star.
Yeah.
At that time, biggest star in the game.
Right. For sure.
Let that had been motherfucking Tim McGraw some damn body.
Yeah.
They would have snatched your ass so quick.
Right.
So fast.
Yeah. For sure.
It ain't gonna take no 27 years.
Right.
It's gonna take 27 hours.
For sure. Oh yeah.
So I don't know what's going on.
You already
what the hell going on with that?
Yeah, you already know the game on that, man.
Shit.
You know?
Then you got motherfuckers making videos about the shit.
Right. Well, you know, they were saying it was a bunch of conspiracy theories as far as how the police was involved. You know, and I think
I don't think the police was involved.
Well, they were
Not
saying
in
that.
Vegas, yeah.
No, the police in
California.
Well, the Biggie shit, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
it was all intertwined. You feel me? You know what I mean? So being that they were saying that, you know, ultimately they was trying to cover something up, and they was trying to cover up, you know, they were probably trying to cover up both situations because one led to the top Pac shit, led to the Biggie shit. You feel me?
Right.
And it was all intertwined.
Oh, that's well, one thing I can say about that part,
yeah,
this is facts. This is facts that I know for facts. Biggie was gonna get hit regardless. It didn't matter how long it was gonna take.
Yeah, I don't know why he
Them boys on the West Coast was gonna hit Biggie no matter what.
Oh yeah. Hey, when Biggie died, man, I said I know.
But that's the game over here.
Hey, when Biggie died, I knew. I said when they said and he came and they said he did and he was in California. I said, oh shit, I knew that.
Yeah,
I knew that.
When he came to the West Coast, period, I said, man, that's not a good move.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know, one thing I know about, I don't know how things is now, but I know that, you know, being a California cat and being raised, you know, up under this gang shit, California cats, man, you know, I've been everywhere else around the United States. And I know a lot of cat, you know what I mean? And this ain't, you know, to say that, you know, cats ain't hard nowhere else or nothing like that. But I know when it comes to, it's a few spots I've been to, they do like that. But basically what I'm getting to is cats in California, they get down where they get mad at. You feel me? They don't give a damn if it's broad day. They don't give a damn if the police is across the street. You make a cat from California mad, he gonna go eat. Back in the day, niggas would go straight to the trunk on you or pull their gun from their hip, and I know that when it comes to other places, I know a lot of cats, they used to talk a lot before they was actually gonna make some action, or you'll hear about a cat being, getting killed, in front of his door at home.
Later.
Or,
not right then on the spot.
Correct.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Correct. But in California, on this West Vegas, Arizona, all that shit, niggas get down where they get mad at. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I say, like, far as I know, police don't really like niggas out here in Vegas either, but I don't see them with no connection with that one.
Right.
In particular.
Yeah.
Because when he got shot, they didn't even know who the fuck Pac was.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. The way they was looking, shit. It was a couple white guys and shit. They had him Pac all stressed out. They was acting like they was trying to arrest Suge and shit. He didn't got shot or grazed or whatnot.
Right.
They victims.
Yeah.
And out here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could be a victim and they still want to arrest a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Be like, I'm a victim. Yeah, put your hands behind your back. You know what I'm saying? That's how they be. But they ain't even really know who Pac was. The way from what I seen, from when I was looking at it on TV.
Right.
And the niggas, outlaws, was like, man, that's Tupac.
Yeah. They be trying to play like they don't know. They be knowing. They listen to a lot of our music the same way, they've been listening to our music. But, the thing is just as well, when Pac died, man, we lost somebody, that was major, because we don't know what Pac would have turned out to be. He wouldn't have, I don't think he would have stayed with Suge. So
he was on his way out.
I don't think he would have stayed with Suge. So therefore, I think that,
Biggie was on his way out too.
Yeah.
Not to cut you off, but Biggie was on his way out too.
For sure. But just like Nipsey, Nipsey was a hell of a cat, man. He was on that positive shit. He was helping people out. He was trying to build up the youth. And, I think that, Pac was young and he was living his life and he was wild, but I think, and I do believe that if he had the opportunity to grow and develop into, we had seen him from when he was young, and he was way ahead of a lot of us. You feel me? As far as, just knowing about the real shit, because we was all, a lot of us, we was so wrapped up in the bullshit, we had no idea. And he opened our eyes to, a lot of the real shit, because he was educated. But yeah, so I do believe that if he was still living, he would have had the opportunity to grow into something much greater. I do believe that.
Yeah, I believe, man. Imagine if Tupac and Nipsey if they were still alive, they would have fucked around and linked up.
Right.
Tupac and Nipsey.
Right.
Man, that would have been crazy.
For sure.
That would have been crazy. That's something you can only imagine.
No doubt. And we need, and that's the thing in our communities, man. We need more, we need people that reference or that look familiar, look similar to, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and, people like that, or somebody that's just, celebrities don't do nothing for nobody, man. You know what I mean? Nah. They don't invest back into the communities at all. That's what Nipsey was doing. And I believe that, the revolutionary that Pac was, as far as from a mental standpoint, I believe he had the power to do that as well. And for the things that he stood for before he got with Suge. He had the power to do that. So
absolutely.
Yeah, so yeah, man, it's sad when we lose somebody like that.
Yeah, rest in peace to Pac, rest in peace to Nip, man. I don't know what's gonna go on with Keefe, but that's a cold thing. That kind of blew everybody away when they seen this stuff pop up on the news, and this was happening right here on the soil. So it was like, shit, this nigga was living right here on the soil.
Right, for sure.
The whole time, and you see Vegas. I heard Vegas they ain't had no immunity for him in Vegas, so that's what happened.
Yeah,
he had immunity in Los Angeles.
Okay.
He didn't have no immunity in Las Vegas.
Okay.
So Vegas That's why they picked that thing up. So his best bet, he should have stayed in Cali.
Right.
If he ain't want to get caught. Shit.
Yeah,
but
for
now
sure.
you came on the soil over this way. Now they gonna pick this up. They figure this is a big money grab. This is a big
Publicity.
news thing. Yeah, there you go. That's what I
publicity.
want. This big publicity and.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they finna probably make an example out of it. He got to fight the case, so we got to see what kind of evidence he gonna bring out.
Yeah.
I believe he finna start spilling.
Yeah.
He spilled already in Cali, so he gonna spill here too. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel he gonna keep nothing.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna hold no water.
Well, I will say this. If we look at the situation with OJ and how Vegas railroaded his ass.
They railroaded the shit out of OJ. That's a whole nother story, boy.
They railroaded.
They did OJ bad.
They like, you think you got away. You know what I mean?
They did OJ so bad. OJ ain't even got they get that nigga all that time, he ain't even got a record.
Yeah.
He ain't got a police record or nothing.
Man, how you gonna charge somebody? Because actually what they did was charge OJ. They charged him for something he had been, they took him to trial, even though they took him to trial for what they say they took him to trial for, but they actually took him to trial
for the other shit.
Yeah. That's what happened.
Yeah,
and put a noose around that man's neck.
That's a whole other story right there. I don't even want to get into that. I know the politics around this motherfucker, boy. They will lock your black ass up.
Man.
Just because, Well, you better have, and OJ got money. That's another thing. He didn't have money, so
Man.
they locked this nigga up for stealing memorabilia.
Man, they broke so many laws and it violated that man's rights on so many levels.
OJ spoke on it though. He said that Raider dude that just killed that girl and that dog over there, kind of by a spot over there off Rainbow over there. And
Raider dude just did that?
Yeah, the football player.
What?
Yeah, he was drunk.
I don't be watching the news and shit,
I
man.
watch the news. I gotta know what the hell going on around me. Even though you can't trust everything, you gotta kind of decipher what's real and what ain't real. But yeah, but that was real because I happened to ride right past that shit. He fucked around, killed that girl and the dog. He was racing that. I don't know if he was in a Corvette. I think he was running that vet.
Okay.
You can't run down that vet on that street. That street got too much traffic.
Yeah, for sure.
This motherfucker doing probably 100-something down Rainbow. I'm like, God damn, it killed the girl and a dog. And that nigga only 10 years. I forgot, was it 10 years?
Vehicular manslaughter. Yeah. Basically, reckless, yeah.
So OJ got on there, he say, shit, y'all only gave him 10 years for killing a lady and her dog?
Right.
And y'all gave me all that time for stealing some paint?
Yeah.
That was mine?
Yeah, for sure.
Come on.
We already know, man. That was so cold. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
Once I seen that, I said, man, the judicial system, you bet not believe in it, especially if you got this color.
Oh no, they make up a law on you. Not to get off the Tupac thing, but I went to jail. The police pulled me over absolutely for nothing.
Right.
It's really for nothing too. I'm driving, I'm pulling over into the apartment. The way the street says you got to turn right, but you know how you trying to get to the left.
Right.
So the lane is over there. They got a divider right there.
Okay.
So you got to pull up inside that divider so you can turn left.
Okay.
And I'm making a right. I turn left to get inside that divider so you can turn. You have no choice but to do that.
Right.
Police get behind me gonna say, oh, you made a illegal lane change.
That type of shit.
Motherfucker, how's a legal lane change with a blinker on?
Yeah.
And you have to get over here to get into these apartments.
Right, for sure.
They pulled me over. I ain't got no warrants, no nothing.
Yeah.
They want to go search my motherfucking car and all this bullshit.
Right.
Man, check this out. Took me to jail for not changing my address.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. No, they didn't have nothing on me, so he was trying to find something. They was like, shit. You could tell
not changing your address?
He was pissed because I was, ex-felon or whatever.
Yeah.
So he pissed. He like, fuck, we got to find something. Oh, he didn't change his address. He did it just like that.
Wow.
He said, oh, he didn't change his address. Let's lock him up for that. Nah, I got a white buddy.
Yeah.
The white dude I be fucking with over there.
Yeah, yeah.
This motherfucker had 3 warrants.
Right.
3 warrants.
Yeah.
With a strap.
Okay.
They pull him over. He with me.
Yeah.
He in his own car. I'm in my own car.
Right.
They pull him over. I forgot why they pulled him over. I think he ran the red light. I think he even ran the red light.
Right.
I have to ask D about that. And they pulled him over. He got 3 warrants. They got him out on the car, put him in handcuffs, told him, yeah, you got 3 warrants. But we ain't gonna take you to jail. We ain't gonna babysit you.
Right.
You need to go get that shit taken care of.
Right.
Took him out the cuffs, gave him his gun back, gave him his keys, told him go on his merry way.
That type of shit.
And I'm sitting there witnessing this shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, these motherfuckers took me to jail for a change. Not committing no crime.
Right.
Don't got no warrants.
Yeah.
Don't got nothing going on.
For sure.
They want to take me to jail.
Yeah.
But they let him go with 3 warrants.
So they about to railroad.
With a strap.
Right.
Sure. And every time when I talk to D, he laughed too. He say, man, sometimes having this is a good privilege.
Yeah,
white
privilege for sure.
He said they pulled him over. They rolled in his apartments cause that's who house I was going to.
Yeah.
He said he was riding in there bumping. He said the police got behind him. He said they hit the lights. He rolled his window down. He said the police looked right at him and said, oh, shit. And he said the motherfucker rolled on him.
Yeah.
So they thought they had a nigga.
Right.
But it was a white guy.
Yeah, for sure.
And this Metro.
Most definitely.
I seen this. I say, what the fuck is this? 'Cause they used to pull me over every 2-3 weeks.
Yeah,
they ain't been doing it as of lately, but
right.
Man, back in they was pulling me over every 2-3 weeks for absolute. They had me over for. They talking about the valor sign was covered up and all this old weak ass shit.
Right.
I'm like, man, come on, just say I'm a black guy.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
You wanted to pull me over, you ran my name.
Yeah.
And you know, you see I got a police record.
Yeah.
But ain't nothing happening, brother.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've been clean. I ain't been in no trouble or nothing. So.
Right.
But anyway, that's how this game is. Back to Tupac.
Yeah, you went on sort of a tangent, man. Yeah, man.
Man, you know when you get on one, you be like shit, cause you know when you live in this shit, you really live this shit.
Yeah,
when
sure.
you live in this shit,
Most definitely.
you gotta be in it to live it.
Most definitely.
Cause I be hearing certain motherfuckers, they be like, oh, that ain't true. And this, nah, this is well true. I've experienced.
For sure.
Walked in this shit.
No doubt.
Matter of fact, I live in the skin. You know what I'm saying? I can go right now and walk into a place, you will see everybody look like this. They get quiet. Then once they see you ain't a threat, everybody go back to doing what they do.
For sure. Well, you know, we had an episode about that.
Yeah.
You know, about, how that all goes down, But yeah, man, I definitely feel you. It's just shit. It is what it is.
We gotta stop being. That's why we gotta come to stop being our worst enemy. We our own worst enemy, bro. We got all these legends getting knocked off and people dying over. For if you think about it, them niggas die for nothing. If you really think about that, like I say, my homeboys. I look at my homeboys. I be like, damn, they die for nothing.
Yeah. Well, it's all social programming, man. When it boils down to it, it's all social programming. And the thing is, you got to learn how to rise above all of it. For the simple fact is, like we said a long time ago, they put crack cocaine in our areas. Now, they put certain kind of music out there, So, yeah, man, you just got to know how to rise above it, man, and know that you have to know that you have to have the power in order to change whatever your situation, is. Like I said, Pac didn't have to follow down that road. You know what I mean? And Biggie didn't have to take his ass to California. You know what I mean? You know, he didn't have to, because he knew. Yeah, you know, he just, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that was going on with that. And then, like I said, you know,
it's something deeper behind that too, but that's
yeah.
another story.
But you know, as far as, you know, I know, you know, them cats from Compton, them specific cats, man, I know them. You know, like I said, my ex, her peoples is from there. So I already know how them niggas get down. So, man, you know.
So to be continue on this, man, everybody's gonna be sitting. This gonna be all eyes on Keefe now.
Right.
All eyes on Keefe, man. And this is I forgot what episode this is, but we at another location now, and we gonna still be bringing y'all some of that fly shit. You know what I'm saying? We want to shout out to Ignis Umbra. We over here, another situation over here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can reach DLove Vegas, DLove Stacks, DLove Vegas on all platforms, man. And y'all come on down to Lady Brandy's place if y'all want to party and woo da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother times 10 generation. Shout out to the North too. So I got my Northtown shirt on. So shout out to the North too. West side, south side, and east side. Hello. You got anything you want to say, man?
Yeah, well, you know, you can reach me on all platforms at Luck Got Fronted. And you also can reach me look me up at capitalmovements.com. And, you know, I'll get you straight as far as your credit is concerned. And on top of that, you know, we'll build you a proper business structure in order for you to get the proper funding you need.
Ha ha. And on that note, zoom, that means gone.